I've seen enough. Let's go.
Sorry, sorry. What is that? Did he just fucking plant his head in the floor? What? I don't think that was supposed to happen. That was supposed to be quite a kind of like somber moment there. But the guy's just like, please. He's, hang on. It's just like, please. It's so cold, don't leave me. Dunk. And then we've got this. Oh.
And when that failed, he begged for yours.
You're wrong! Shut up! Just shut up!
I didn't know you could do that. I did not know that you could do that. Oh my god. And then Curtis Trent, great monster hunter extraordinaire, dies from tripping over. Oh, if that's not a perfect visual analogy for this character, I don't know what is. Interesting. Lara, what are you doing? Do we need to get a priest to exorcise your frustrations? What is going on? I don't quite know what I'm looking at here. Alright. That was fucking weird. Is this the freezer? Let's fucking go if this is the freezer. Is this the freezer? The freezer, yes. Oh my god! Yes! He fucking name dropped him! What? Oh, that's incredible! Exactly what happened to Cousin Winston. Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry, but you're not leaving this one, my dear friend. Join Mr. Winston, your cousin, and become one with the cold. Walk while falling off or sliding off a ledge for a stylish surprise. Okay. These fucking stylish surprises. Really? Alright, okay. That sure, boy, that sure was stylish. And I didn't save, did I? Fuck! Okay. Fuck. Oh! I've got an achievement for that. I got something called Wipeout Master there for a second. Wait, what did that do? Hold on. Hold on, chat. Pass through swinging obstacles, 4 swinging obstacles in Temple of Sham without slowing down and getting hurt. Only 0.4% of players have this achievement, and I got it on my first try. And by accident. Ah! Yes! Oh, this is why you come and watch me. Stick around. Stay for the memes. Stick around for the skill. Yeah, honestly. Now it's Master Oogway. You can learn a lot from a peach tree. My time has come. Yeah, he's just looking up, just going, my time has come. He's about to hand off a staff to a fucking panda.
It hurts. Don't leave me.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is for you beautiful, lovely people. How are we tonight? Welcome to the first post-Derby Tomb Raider stream. Yes, the blues are well and truly sitting in. As you can probably tell, this entire room's covered with the Derby blues. It is very much a sad occasion. How are we? Welcome, everybody. Welcome to anyone who was and was not a part of Derby Tomb Raider 29. We got a lot to cover. We're going to be covering like a brief summary of everything. Going to show off some photos, show off some clips and stuff that are going around. I've only recently been sent the footage and the audio for my segment from Tomb of Ash, who recorded the event today, the weekend. So I will be working over this weekend to try and get a video of that out to the channel as soon as possible for those who weren't able to make it in person. It was a very illuminating interview, which I will talk about a bit more in a minute. But let's say some highs. Who have we got here in the chat? Lino Cyborg, welcome. You thought it was 7:30? Yeah, Sarah wants to watch Traitors. Blame that. But it will be 7:30 start on Tuesday, and I'm looking over to Sarah for confirmation of this. This will still be a thing. She's ignoring me. But yes, that's what's going to happen. We are... Who got here? We've got Apollo Technologies, got Mikasa, Olivia Sloan. And to be fair, I want to watch Traitors too. It's great. Dragon Fairy Studios, welcome. Scotty Lodinson, Moon Spirit. Yeah, it's a Sonic 3 and Knuckles hoodie. Sorry, I can't tell my left from my right when I'm not looking at my camera. It's pretty cool. Insert coin clothing again. Second Bout of Insanity. Putzka Putzka. I hope I got that right. Welcome. Frank RTW. Hello again. Chris Nephilim. Hello, hello. What did you walk into? I don't know. I tend to ask that question a lot, really. I think a lot of people do ask that question of themselves when they walk into these streams, honestly. Scrolling up. Nadine, hello, welcome. Fuchsia Rosa, hello. First on the scene. But, oh, Psychic Lucario, sorry, I missed you. Didn't want to miss out, people. And Mikasa as well. B-Layer. Hello, hello. My timing is hilarious. Thank you. I do try. I do try. CJ Wolf. Silgy Wolf. That's the one. Hello. You're right. So, what went down at Derby? Derby was absolutely mad in terms of how busy it was, how awesome it was, and just what went on, really. We will go into... what I'll do is I'll go through what happened on the day, obviously a bit more from my perspective and what I was able to enjoy. I wasn't able to catch everything due to the nature of what I was having to do at the same time. But I tried my best to catch as much as I could of what was happening and say hello to everybody. And I'm very, very sorry if we didn't get a chance, like me and Sarah. We saw and said hello to as many people as we physically could. We tried to be as involved with everything as possible. It was just a lot. It was a lot going on. It was a very busy day. But we hope that we got a chance to at least say hello to the majority of people in the chat. Hello, Neen. How you doing, Neen? You all right? Did Isaac enjoy his graffiti? Stout, thank you very much there for the 52nd month now on Prime sub. Thank you. Feeling stronger now, celebrating your 30th. Happy freaking birthday to you. It's a big 3-0 as well. Holy shit. Making big birthday boy hamburger helper and playing Pokemon Legends ZA. Nice. You're going to have to tell Sarah what that's like because she's been umming and ahhing about whether or not it's actually worth getting that. But I've been hearing good things. Are you playing on the Switch 2 or the Switch 1? We needed 3 days. Oh god, did we? So some people actually did stay for quite some time. So to kind of like start from the beginning of the event, the thing that I missed, I'm just gonna turn the music down in my ear, was right at the very start. I missed the introduction that Luke did to everybody. Apparently during the introduction, actually let's just cut the music out for a second. Let's put it on to quite low. There we go. There we go, sorry. I'm gonna pop it over to the game chat and we'll show off some photos, I think, and we'll talk through them as we go. Hopefully, he says. Oh yeah, no, don't worry. I didn't start it. There we go. We had problems with the stream last time, and I think I figured out a foolproof way of having to being able to refresh my stream source without having to cut the stream entirely, he says. Okay, so that's activated. There we go. Brilliant. So this is what was showcased at the introductory part of the event. This was a sneak peek at the season 2 of the Tomb Raider anime. I don't know how well you can actually see that, but that was actually sent to Luke via Crystal Dynamics themselves, which was pretty cool. As you can sort of see, she has the brown backpack, she has the braid, she has the turquoise, the teal, but she's carrying a random head, which is interesting. I'm fairly excited to see what happens with the second season of Tomb Raider the anime. I thought it was enjoyable for what it was. A bit formulaic at times. A bit, we've already been here, done that, but ultimately, good vibes. I quite liked it. There's a good vibe about it. So that was what was being talked about by Luke in the main hall for the first part. What I was experiencing during all of that, and why I couldn't attend, is because I had to look after, and if I just pause for effect, I had to look after this guy, Mr. Eric Loren, who was basically, he arrived there I think it was about quarter to 10. It was fairly early in the day, but he was basically there when everyone was upstairs enjoying both the intro and also the first talk with Natalie Cook. So unfortunately, I missed a lot of Natalie Cook's talk, but the good thing is, I believe, because Ash filmed every single talk that happened that day, there's going to be videos popping up here, there, and everywhere. I think Tomb of Jonathan was the person that interviewed Natalie Cook, and Natalie Cook, for those of you who don't know, was the first Lara Croft model that they used for conventions and photo shoots and stuff. And she was really nice. I didn't really get a chance to speak to Natalie, but from what I saw of her and heard of her, she seemed quite nice and quite pleased to be there. And the people who were watching her seemed like they had a good time. Ash recorded Natalie and Eric only. Oh, okay, fair enough. So you'll definitely get a chance to see the interview with Natalie Cook, that's for sure. So that was cool. And concurrently, whilst that was happening, people were going in and out from the talks. They had like a premium photography section. And it was like in a little room. It was like 3 floors, this place. The ground, first and second floor. Second floor is where all the magic happens, so to speak. And then the first floor is where they sort of like carved out a room to set up the photography suite so people can basically have proper looking photography done with the celebrities, the people who were guests at that event. So during the first part of the day up until my talk, it was Eric and me, and I didn't really want to leave Eric by himself in this room with just the photographers, so I stayed with him, just had a little chat about things that we were going to talk about on the interview, how he was, how his trip was, etc. Sort of grease the wheels a little bit and get to know the man a little bit more. By the way, a hugely down-to-earth person and a really easy person to speak to. And I was incredibly relieved because I was internally shitting my pants with the prospect of having to interview Curtis Trent, effectively, on stage. The whole how I came to be a part of Derby was a little bit, I wouldn't say necessarily last minute, but it definitely wasn't immediately on the cards. because we were going to go to Derby as just like attendees and sit with the audience and just enjoy it. But then Luke contacted me and was basically just kind of like, hey, I need someone to interview Eric. Would you be up for it? And I'm like, yeah, I'll snap your hand off to get that opportunity. So that's how I came to be a part of doing it that way. But yeah, the talk I felt went really well. There was a slight technical issue, and the technical issue unfortunately followed on to the level editor talk. With the audio, there was a video that he played of a project called Shadow Mysteries, which is essentially his project with Murty Schofield, the writer of Angel of Darkness, and it's very much in the same vein as like Murty's work from Tomb Raider: The Angel of Darkness. That sort of same level of like black alchemy, dark fantasy type of vibe. And I think a lot of people dug it when they showcased the video. I'm not 100% on whether or not I can show you the video on this stream. I do have it. I will need confirmation on that first, and I wasn't able to get it in time as to whether or not that would be the case. I would imagine it probably would be fine. But what I will do is, it will definitely be a part of the video. So when the video goes live, I'll edit in the trailer that he showcases at the end before the Q&A, so people can see it. So we'll debut it there. But it was really cool. It's kind of like a visual novel style of video, where I had Eric narrating over the majority of the story. And the drawings, I recognize the artist. I can't remember the name. It's the same person, I think, as the person that did the... oh god, the Myth of El Hauer short for Tomb of Ash with Jonelle Elliott. And weirdly enough, Jonelle Elliott and her daughter are a part of the cast of this particular venture. So getting to sit down and chat to him, I basically tried to make him as comfortable as possible. It was like just having an informal talk, like an open conversation, but we just happened to be on a stage and people were watching us. It was nice. It was very relaxed. And we were able to sort of like bounce questions off each other. I was frantically going through, hang on a minute, these notes here, to basically try and keep things relatively on track, because I had a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to ask him. I did a whole bunch of research as to his past, his present career, his like musical tastes and things. That's my Silent Hill F note. So what else have I got on this post? I have to try and find another photo. Yeah, there's another picture. Let me just move this over here to see if I can make that a bit bigger. I really wish Instagram on Windows wasn't so fucking broken. But this was actually Sarah that took these photographs, so you got Sarah to thank for these particular images. Let me just move me out the way, so I can be out of here. There we go. I'll be looking over here, but I'll be over here. Maybe I'll just do a mirror or something on this. So that was me sitting down with Eric. I basically just like mocked up this entire thumbnail the day before. Near enough, I did it very quickly. I think Sarah did a very good job with the pictures. She sent me a whole bunch, and I sent them off to other people as well to use. And then there's me and Eric. But yeah, there was a planned section where I was going to get Curtis or Eric to read off some of his favourite Curtis Trent lines, and I had it under good authority that he'd had those prepared. Unfortunately, it kind of all went a little bit pear-shaped on that regard, but that was the only thing. I hope I hid that well. It kind of like he threw it back on me, even though he basically was the person that said, yeah, I've got all these things. Murty sent me over a whole bunch of stuff that he would like me to say, because those were his favourite things. Didn't happen, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. What we did talk about at the end, what I thought was quite interesting. I'm very much looking forward to people's thoughts on the video and the interview when it gets put live for people who weren't a part of the show. Sorry. I've just realised I've neglected a whole bunch of chat. So I do apologise. Steve, can you remind me what Toby Gard said to Katie Price at the launch party? Because me and Mark were talking about it yesterday, and for the life of me I can't remember what it was. I think it was something along the lines of he leant over and said behind her, "I made you," or something like that, which was infinitely creepy. I think he might have been trying to be funny, but it just... No, it just comes across as weird. We've got no VOD of the trolley panel. I don't know. That's kind of a little bit bad if that's the case. I would have thought that he would have, or someone at least would have recorded that, because that's really cool. I thought going onto the level editor panel, which is this is the picture of it. So you're going to have to forgive me. I will try my best to remember the usernames. So this is Arc Raider Miss. This is the same person that made us, everyone who was in attendance got these little bands, which I thought was really cool. Has her name on it. Derby Quad 2025. But on the inside, it actually says, if I just flip this round, I think this is very true. Hang on. Oh, come on, camera. There we go. If you're not stuck, it's not a Trelly, which is very, very true. Very, very true. So we had Arc Raider Miss there, and Trizcat, which you've probably known from my streams before. We've raided them a bunch of times. They're level builders, and they've basically were the hosts. And then from left to right, we got Athos, who recently did the Lost and Found level set that he made. Really good stuff. This gentleman here, I wasn't too sure of at first, because I don't think I've ever met or played any of his content before, and I'm gonna just quickly look up his name. Anyone in the chat just want to sort of drop it there for me whilst I just frantically try and find his name? But there we go, he's got Gecko Kid, if you've not seen him in the flesh. And that's Titak. And I don't think I've ever seen Titak in person before. If I had, they're very quiet and reserved compared to some of the other members of the community that were there. So they very much just flew under the radar for me. And then I was like, oh, I saw this person that I'd sort of walked past casually a couple of times going on stage. I was like, oh, that's Titak. They did Movement in the... not Movement in the Monastery. Mists of Avalon. If you remember me playing that years ago. But it was really cool because... And I'll play the videos that they played because a few people might have seen on this Tomb Raider Community's YouTube channel that there was some kind of like trailer for this Tomb Raider level editor thing that they've made of like a mock like anniversary remaster version of the level editor trailer, which is pretty cool. But I'll play that because it's on their channel. And I'll just stop the music for a second so you can at least experience what it was.
This feels like aliens here.
And this is the outtakes one, sorry, we will play that next. But this is essentially the sort of the fake Tomb Raider level editor remaster trailer that they made. It was basically just to showcase all of the wonderful, like really talented and creative work that people have made using like Tomb Editor, Next Level Editor, and 10, basically. So this is what was played near the beginning. Yes, there's that man, his name is Chris. CSL. I don't believe I've played any of his work yet. There we go, Hashep Oasis.
The world still conceals many secrets. Mysteries fraught with trials. One must be prepared. I'm more than ready. Are you?
There's like quite a few things that I recognize in that, but that's essentially what this was. This was just basically to kind of show people who were at the event that this is what this is all about, and you can create these and play these for free, and they are awesome, and you should. So there were a few there I recognized. A few of you, some of you probably would have recognized too. But just let me just say hello to a few more people in the chat. Sorry, Izzy Noodles, hello. Daria Max said that you have spoke to the editor of this, did some fancy tricks to make it 60 frames per second. I wonder if he did something along the lines of like adding motion interpolation to it, because that would be that's the kind of like fake way of making something look smoother and higher FPS than it actually is. So maybe that's probably what it is. It looks really good. I like the production value of it. All the graphics and stuff that were made for it, everyone absolutely loved. Absolutely loved. That's one of those bands. Also, Arc Raider, one of those bands. I have no idea who or what that is in terms of Trelly. It literally is just the lady here. Oh, hang on, you can't see her because I'm in the way now. Let's move me back down here. There we go. So that's Arc Raider Miss. That was one of the hosts, and we've raided her a couple times. Whenever the stars align for us to be able to actually raid each other, time zone wise. Montiero 5, yeah, he was the person that put this together. But yeah, we've played a few things of him, that he's created before, I believe. Have I ever made a Trelly of my own? I've been tempted to. I said if I ever make a Trelly, it's going to be the most out-of-pocket, shitposty level set I think anyone would have ever played. I want to make it like something really trolly, just for the hell of it, to be in the spirit of level building. Oh, I'm sure you do, Neen. Raid each other on Twitch for context. So, throughout most of the talk, when they were kind of like talking about the history of Tomb Raider level editor, they kind of had some PowerPoint slides where they would go through and they would show through all the different interfaces at the different points in time, like where it started, like how it looked, what the tools were like. A bit quick. I would have liked to have actually hung on that section a little bit longer, let it a bit more room to breathe. But ultimately, there was quite a lot of cool information that was there, and I think you would get a lot more out of it and understand it more if you happen to have already been a builder or someone who might be already familiar with the concept of level building and what those terms might mean. So when that part ended, essentially Arc Raider Trizcat would interview Athos and Chris and Gecko and Titak. I feel like I'm missing somebody. About their level building and what it meant to them. They would go through and basically just ask them a whole bunch of questions like, how do you come up with these narratives? What do you build first? And what do you prioritize over this? And like, what is it about these particular things that inspires you to do like your current project that you're working on now or have done before? And it was really fascinating because everyone's got a different approach to building. I believe it was Athos that said that he likes to create the story first, and then the ideas come from that. He then builds the world and the narrative and the environments and the traps and everything after the fact. Whereas I think it was Gecko that said that he very much just kind of builds and then just kind of comes up with stuff afterwards as he's working. I'm pretty sure it was him. Again, feel free chat to correct me if I'm wrong, because I probably will be a lot. But ultimately really fascinating. There was a nod to Sabatu in the talk, which I thought was quite funny. I think it was Gecko that said some of us like to use, when they're talking about traps, some of us like to use boulders a bit too much, which I thought was quite funny. Almost yelled Sabatu at the top of my lungs with my fists in the air, but I managed to restrain myself. Welcome, Vito. The genuinely interesting questions on how they start their projects. Yeah, it was a genuinely interesting talk, and if that is the case that there hasn't been any video recorded of that, I do think that's a shame. But I will see about whether or not there is a audio recording from all the PA equipment that was used. I might talk to Luke and see if there's any way of getting that rescued. Because if there's a way we can basically get those talks kind of put into an audio form, you could at least have some kind of podcasty type vibe to it. and then if you wanted to, someone could edit that to footage and then put the, like, queue up the trailers and stuff that they showed off. That'd be still something. Hello, Craig Michaels. Law also got called out for how helpful he's been to the community. Who is this Law person? I don't think I caught that. Have we, like, checked out any of this person's work? Yeah, no, Lamb John. I've a bit of a spanner in the works just due to the fact that me and Sarah have something that we need to catch up on watching. At technically it starts at 9, but 9:30 is when I want my cut-off time. Law Raider. Built Puna's Revenge. Did we play that? I'm pretty sure. I recognise the name. I do recognise the name. Hello, Green Mullet. Welcome, welcome. I know a YouTuber would be perfect for hosting this event. Suzanne Raider. Oh, I know Suzanne. Yeah, she's lovely. She should come to the event. Main person responsible person to contact the event if anyone can contribute anyway. Luke Earl is the person who organises it, but just be kind of like, don't overwhelm him with stuff. He's a very busy man. By all means, send a suggestion. Just don't be surprised if he takes a little bit to respond. What am I watching? The Traitors on BBC with Claudia Winkleman. So, at the end of the talk, and I'm going to cut back to the desktop, what they showcased, which I thought was really, really cool. Unfortunately, at the beginning of this, when they wanted to queue it up, the surprise was kind of like a little bit undercut by the technical issues coming back. It took them a good while to get the audio that they were playing from the laptop that they were playing these clips from working properly. So when they got it up and running, I'm so glad that they did, because I'm going to show you this now, because this is like what they called a collection of outtakes from different streamers and other members of the community that stream these level sets that they've got clips from, to really kind of showcase to people who may have been in the audience who are unfamiliar of the pitfalls and the quirks, shall we say, of playing custom-made content. So I'm just going to play this, and we'll enjoy this because this is quite fun. Hopefully the audio's playing.
And in fact, there's another one.
Is the audio playing? Hang on.
This feels like aliens here.
Yeah, it is playing. It's just not in my earphones. Sorry. So this is a collection of outtakes.
I just made an embarrassing noise.
I love this. This had the room absolutely howling. This was just...
What is going on?
I can't explain.
What the heck?
Do we get to ride this? I broke the Vespa.
I'm a bit confused. Oh, yeah, but what are you doing?
Just gonna hide myself, I think.
God damn.
Right, can I shotgun that one?
Oh, this one made me howl.
Oh, grenade, grenade, grenade. Hasta la vista.
It's so still good. And hey, look who it is.
Yes! No!
That moment will never,
So careful.
never leave me. I feel that. I feel that expression, that face. So fucking much. Hang on, let me just... That face there, that's just frustration of, like, that's the realization of just, like, I'm gonna have to do all of what I've just done all over again, and I've not saved. I feel her right then and there. Oh, hang on. I've had that happen before. teleporting ledge grabs for no reason.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This one, I can't...
Oh, here's our.
Like, what is going on here? Like, why is there a barracuda just, like, ascending to heaven? Why is she stood in the middle of a barracuda rapture? This is...
Oh! Oh dear.
Oh, it's amazing.
Wait. What?
Oh, jump scare. Oh, this one's
Oh
great.
no, I'm gonna. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Ta-da! Styled it out. Oh, you spoke too soon. You spoke too soon. I'm gonna do it. I love how they had to censor me. It's great. But I'm so glad they kept this clip in. I can't explain this. I didn't even know there was a level set where you could drive a Porsche.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Ah!
Oh, that's you, Izzy? Oh, amazing.
Help! My hands! Right. Oh my goodness gracious me!
Oh god, okay. I did not see that.
Wait, what?
What did he do there? Like, I'm still trying to work out, like, on some level, what happens in some of these clips, because this particular one, it goes so quickly that I have no clue what it was that he achieved. He seemed very happy about it. Oh, he falls through water! That's what he does! So he... Okay, right. I gotcha. So, he basically falls through water... Put this playback speed to 5%. Which normally is supposed to kill you. But it, oh, he's driving underwater. Motherfucker can swim. Swim drive. It's the future. There we go. I was just like, I went by so quickly I had no, clue whatsoever what was going on. He seems really pleased, though, about it. This is why you don't shoot the cats
Very realistic.
in Kitten Island Adventure or whatever it is. Ultimate Meow.
It's biting me. Okay, you gotta go.
I think biting's a stretch.
Oh.
Gently nudging.
I'm very sorry.
I kind of like this opera house.
Sabatu! Sabatu!
Profession.
I don't know who this person is, but I leant over to, I think it was like Lindsay, and so I think Sarah was there too. I leant over and was basically just like, that motherfucker is Toby Gard, right? That's Toby Gard. It isn't, it's someone else, but like, he was from earlier, but it looks like Toby Gard. Oh, I'm so sorry, Toby. It's also, why has he got a cardboard cutter of Hasbulla in the background there? Oh, he's got a tinier one on his table. I'm so confused. I'm intrigued at the same time.
Cut. I'm glad no one's watching.
Oh no, we are watching, friendo. We are very much watching. But yeah, that was what was near enough the end of the level set section. And then they finished with a quiz. They decided to break out a impromptu quiz for the builders that were on stage. And they basically asked them, some of them were trick questions, but they had like multiple choice questions and buzzers, and they had to buzz in when they found what they wanted to pick what the answer was. All in all, I think that one has to be like one of my favorites. It was really cool, and I liked the fact that these people were given a platform to be able to talk about their creations, because the level building community has gone kind of like under the radar in the public eye for quite some time. But now, I have disappeared. Let's bring back the counter, bring back the webcam. There we go. But now these like talks can happen, their work can be showcased, they're getting more well known, which is great. And I love being able to, I love the excitement that was around everyone who was like checking out all of their content, checking out all of their work. They even at one point in the evening when we were in the hotel, in the bar, had a table set up with about 5 laptops going where people were playing like Mists of Avalon 2, like their level creations, Tower Bridge, showcasing their new projects. It was really, really cool. Yeah, and there was a new build of Tower Bridge Experience, the one that I voiced the drunken Reginald T. Baggins character from on the minecart section, with new lighting, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's just crazy what people can do with this now, and I'm really, really pleased that these people are getting a decent platform for it, for sure. For sure. But it was, yes, so that was that particular segment, and then afterwards was the cosplay contest, and I'll see if I can actually bring up some decent photos. I think I've got a post on the Derby Tomb Raider page, but there might be some other photos from somewhere else that I can potentially look at showcasing instead. I wish I could just open the photo and not have to have this stupid interface on the side. How do I Instagram, chat? There we go. I'll just move myself over there. We'll hide the counter again. So yeah, I'm gonna make it a bit bigger. There we go. So I don't know how well you guys can see this. I'm wondering if I'd be able to just... Is there a magnify? There must be a magnify on here. So I'll try and single out some of them one by one, so I can at least show off a few people. So here we go. We're just going to do this in a very guerrilla way. So this one here, again, feel free to pipe up in the chat if you know the person that this is. Neen, I believe this was your brother, Owen, JP Ward's brother. He came as Executive Natler, but battle ready. And there'll be a better photo that I can show off in a minute. And this was really cool. I really like this outfit here. Then we've got, I don't know who this person is, but they came in second. I don't actually know the username of this particular person. I'll show a different photo of them later. I got a Lara Croft there from the person who came third place. We've got Dr. John Oakland here as Jean-Yves, which was cool. He did the prize-winning Winston cosplay last time. Is there a better place that I can find these? Is there like a Instagram page that I can actually find some better photographs? Maybe Gabriella's or something? I might go to Gabriella's page. There must be some better photos. I will find some. Just give me 2 seconds, chat. Sorry. Talk amongst yourselves. But the people that were hosting the cosplay contest, this cosplay showcase, were Gabriella and Geek Raider, who has shown up in the chat quite a few times. Oh, here we go. There's them next to Eric. And I don't know how well you can see that, but Geek Raider is dressed as a save crystal, and essentially he was dressed in that morph suit save crystal, like blue Sims crystal butt plug hat thing for the whole day. And all I can say is he must have been absolutely sweating buckets in that. But my god, that cosplay was just like so inspired and so out of the box. But that wasn't all. That's the crazy thing. Let me just see if I can just like move over to this one. So you got this one here with there's a better look, well, pretty much of everything by the looks of it that Geek Raider had to offer. So you got Geek Raider, you got Judith Gibbons, she was there as well. She did some signings and a Q&A. That's Natalie Cook, the model for Lara Croft. And that is Zeno, who is a well-known cosplayer in the community. Basically have been doing cosplay with Rachel Croft for quite some time. That was him as Set, and that's obviously Gabriella as Goth Croft from Tomb Raider Legend. Who's the official pics? Ah, thank you. Someone coming in clutch there with the copy current address. Can I paste it into this? Will the clipboard be persistent? No. Is that in Twitch chat? 2 seconds. I'm on 2 computers. We'll get some better photographs. Hang tight, everybody. I will do this justice. God damn it. Come hell or high water. Here we go. Oh, look, it's Sarah. Right on the front cover. Looking very, very impressed of whatever on the floor that they're looking at. Here we go. This is it. So let's go for... Oh, I can actually put myself on the right side of the... Ahaha, winning. We are winning, chat. I can go back over to the left-hand side. Brilliant. Here we go. So there's Sarah. There's people all queuing up. Feel free to shout yourselves out if I miss you in the pictures. And this is the stand that they had. This was basically the cosplayer stand that they had set up next to the signing stand at the very ground level of the building. And they had all kinds of props there that were all free, like mixture of 3D printed and replicated or BB gunned. Someone even had a pair of pistols that were in like a metal case that were, oh, it's Ark's husband. Oh, cool, thank you. That were like decommissioned pistols, like actual pistols, which was mad. But great stuff. Again, only got a fleeting chance to check all of this out. Some of this I haven't even seen. So at the very beginning of the venue, at the very entrance, why does that look like Lin-Manuel Miranda over there? I don't know who that is, but he looks like the dude who wrote Hamilton. Sorry if you're in the chat. This was Tomb of Ashes stand. They basically had a bunch of stuff that was pre-signed by Shelley and by other people. Some old PlayStation like old retro gaming magazines. Some collectible figures. Some of them were boxed. They all went, by the way. All of these things. By the end of the day, the table was completely blank. And one of the pieces of art that I bought was this. And I was kind of hoping, oh god, I hope this hasn't been made by AI or something. God damn. Sorry, I'm trying to make it so that that's it. There we go. And the artist was actually there. Unfortunately, I wanted to get the guy to sign it, but I missed him. Nicholas Krimmerman. I'm going by the signature that's at the bottom here. It's very illegible in my camera. I'm very sorry. But he was there as well. And also the woman that did the Curtis Trent journals was back as well, selling more of those too. But it was really cool, and I need to get a thing to frame this up somewhere. Somehow. At some point. Tracy, yeah, that's the one. So she was there. I didn't catch the name. That's why I'm saying, like, being generalized, I just don't know the names. I just was here, there, and everywhere. Brain like a sieve. Well, welcome to my world. I do apologize. Yeah, here we go. There's Tracy. There's some business cards there. I love these Curtis Trent journals. They're really cool. Wish you bought more, but you're glad you got the journal. Nice. If you're gonna get anything, get the journal. Get the journal. There's Hedy. I don't know what Ash has said to him, but Hedy looks very much like he's surprised by it. And people are coming in, filtering in through the doors. More people there. And this was an area where people could get photos done against certain backdrops. I only saw a couple of people during my travels making use of this, but more people clearly obviously did whilst I was upstairs taking care of business with other people. There's more of the 3D printed props and... Oh, there's the board game there too. I don't know who these two people were. I think they might have been with... They might have been with Ark. They might not have been. I know that she was travelling around with a group. The guy in the background centre looks like me. What? This gentleman here? This one looks like you, does it? Oh, is this the actual Earl? They are regulars. Oh, fair enough. What, do they just come to everything that happens at the quad? Luke is here if you want to ping your ideas about what you want to happen at Tomb Raider 2030, Tomb Raider 30, not 2030. Although at this rate, it probably will carry on until 2030. I was just saying, some of these things that I haven't even seen these pictures yet. But this is like a showcase of some of the things that were going on. Some of the 3D printed models, some of them pre-painted. I did manage to snag myself an unpainted Winston. I have no idea what I'm going to be using this unpainted Winston for yet. Maybe like holding a cable or something, or a controller. But it doesn't come with a tea tray. But he said I could have it. And there's also an unpainted Janice, which the Winston was actually based off the Tomb Raider Reloaded character model. This was done by somebody that Ash knows to be in the same style as this, even though she didn't get an official model, so that's pretty cool. Yes, so congratulations to Earl for organising all of this, by the way, and it was a very successful event. Oh, that is one thing I can show. Fuck, where is it? Ah, here it is. I now officially own a honest-to-God proper Japanese copy of Tomb Raider 2. No joke. This was one, he had like multiple different... I forgot. He reserved it under my name. I said, you got to spell it with a PH. What a lad. But this one, they had like 5 copies of this? It's like 15 quid. And I was like, I kinda have to. And I can now officially say that I have an actual Japanese copy of Tomb Raider. That isn't a joke. Yeah, proper Japanese Angel of Darkness. I have no way to play it. Not yet. But I can always get the ISO if I'm really that curious. But I thought that was a nice, cool thing to add to the collection. But they all went. All of them went, which was amazing. I'm very, very pleased. Very, I don't know where Ash got all of those copies, to be perfectly frank. They must have not cost a lot. I'll tell you what, Luke. If I'm invited back for anything for next year, we need to do some kind of live playthrough or something, maybe as an event. Instead of showcasing a movie or something, have like a live stream or something. Like a race. We did a race where we had like a 5-way race between different people playing Tomb Raider Legends and seeing how fast they could beat it. That was fun. That would be a good idea to resurrect. What else we got? We go back to the photos now. I didn't get this gentleman's name, but he was nice. He was part of the cosplay table. I love that tattoo. I don't know who this is, but my god, this tattoo and the art on it is just something else. Unbelievable. Sick, man. It's so good. Rap can come all the way back to win. Now, I want you, and anyone who knows who this is, character-wise, not the person, I want you to try and guess what character this particular cosplayer is trying to do. I would love to see what people say. I know you know, T. Because you know everything. A lot of people saying the same thing as what I thought first. You learn who it is, but we'll wait to respond. Fair. The guy with the tattoos is Ladycroft Museum. Oh, is he the... I think I follow them. I think they've got, like, their room is just floor to ceiling full of memorabilia. I wish I got a photo of that tattoo, man. TRA Natler, yeah, that's another one. Adams, another one said. Oh, see, I did say people who already know, Luke. Or did you legitimately just guess? Zephyr plays? Yeah, this is the Sea Hag from Tomb Raider Chronicles, as in the like fucked up looking Mr. Burns beastie with no skin that's in the water. It's incredible. Like, you'll see another photo of this particular hag. And you'll probably see it from a better angle, but they were in that. It took them 2 hours to get ready. I bumped into them a few times, and I don't know who they are under that, but thank you, because this was amazing. 2 hours, and they had pointy teeth, prosthetic teeth in and everything. You honestly thought that they walked into the wrong event? You know what event you run, right? Oh, look at him. There's Daniel. There's another Daniel. What a lad. And there's Mark. He looks so out of pocket. He looks like he's just about to bet on the horses or something, and he just walked into the wrong venue. Just walked into the wrong Ladbrokes. Excuse me, mate, could you give me 20 quid on Tiny Dancer, please? Thank you. He does look like a real-life Trinity henchman, yeah. And yeah, it's getting busier. There's Lin-Manuel Miranda again. And this was a better look at Owen's cosplay as battle-ready business casual Natler. And there's another Curtis Trent. Again, if this is you in the chat, please let yourself known. I didn't get the guy's name. He was a lovely fellow, though. But he had the Chiru guy and everything, this dude. There's another one, another one. Better look at the Save Crystal and Gothic Lara, we're going to call her. Gabriella. Just honestly, like, nothing was left to the imagination with this. It was just ridiculous. And I felt so sorry for him, because, like, the bathroom situation... There ain't no happening with that. You just commit and you hold it in, or you just don't. Calvin, was it? Fair enough. Mark looks like Pierre from Anniversary. But like a Cockney version, so I better pick up the pace, mate. Pick up the pace. This is the theatre. If you've never seen the actual theatre this takes place in, this is essentially what it looks like from the side. Exclusive! And this is when he debuted this, which is the screenshot teaser for Season 2 of Tomb Raider anime, which is cool. And this is the order of events. Again, I missed this because I was downstairs looking after Eric. Ah, sweet innocent Luke. He doesn't know what's about to hit him. He doesn't know what's on the way. He doesn't know the terrors of what this laptop was going to bring. I mean, the theatre is actually called the John Hurt Theatre. So yeah, they better have some memorabilia of him. Was Craig... That's Craig, by the way. Was Craig in the chat earlier, or is he still here? I will go back to Craig and the cosplayers. I'm so glad that someone remembers that Amanda exists, by the way. Is that Medpack Mandy? I want to say that's Medpack Mandy. The laptop can get in the bin. It really does, mate. The laptop was absolutely shit. Oh, whilst you're here, Luke, I heard word that the level editor segment wasn't recorded by Ash. Do you happen to have any audio that was recorded from the microphones of that particular talk? That's not Medpack Mandy. Who was that then? Who am I thinking of? Oh no, Medpack Mandy is Geek Raider's mum, isn't it? Who was dressed as Boaz. Yes, thank you. There's Seth McKenzie as Larson Conway. There's a few other people here. Who... I'll get to this lovely gentleman and his wife a little bit later, because if anyone caught the podcast that I was on, the music podcast that was Memories of Life, that's the dude who ran the podcast who turned up in a great cosplay costume. There's a few more people here. There's Judith and her younger daughter, I assume. No, they're not. They're not, but it's believable, isn't it? There's people queuing up. Oh, it's Ben TV, isn't it? I think he said hi, and it took me a few seconds until after he'd walked on who he was. So if you ever watch this back, Ben, I appreciate seeing you. I hope you had a good time. It's more signing from Judith. There's the Sea Hag. Oh, it's me. Hello, it's me. And that's where Eric was. That's where we were for the beginning part of the premium photography. And there's the Sea Hag. Again, don't know the name of the Sea Hag. We'll just call them Hag. Why not? Boaz cosplay was 10 out of 10. Just had a thought. Working on the assumption we can get Angelina Jolie to come next year. Perhaps we could get her stunt double Eunice Hurt. Hurt Heart. Because she doesn't have far to travel. Oh, fair enough. Audio is fully recorded with the trolley, guys. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Send it to me, please. Or just send it to somebody, because I think someone needs to make that a video so that people who weren't a part of it can still enjoy it. Please, please, please. It's very sad that they didn't get that recorded on video. So this is the talk that I missed most of. This was the talk with Tomb with Jonathan and with Natalie Cook. I did catch some of it. There was a really interesting story that she told about how her father got almost arrested by the police because from one of her photo shoots, she was allowed to walk through London, I think it was, openly carrying her prop pistols, and he just was at a traffic light stop and just picked them up and was like checking them out, put them back, and I think it was like a few hours later when they got home, the police raided their house, or someone called the police on them or something crazy. Yeah, no, this got recorded too, so that's good. That's really good. So I get a chance to actually catch up on it properly. There he is. Oh my god. just the way that it's just there in the background. Like, you never expect the Sea Hag to be there. But then, lo and behold, there she is. It just catches you off guard. Oh, it's so good. But you would imagine walking around and just seeing all these normal-looking people, and then all of a sudden, like Hellraiser's tampon just walks past you, and you're like, what the fuck is that? And that's not better. It's gotten closer. It's like a creepypasta. Say Sea Hag in a mirror 3 times. Bam! And then she shall appear. Oh, brilliant stuff. Yeah, no, that talk I'm looking forward to watching through again. But she looked like she was having a great time. And that's what's the really good thing about Derby, is the fact that if you've never been before and people don't know what to expect, just... It's this massive communal collection of positivity. It's like nothing else. Like, no matter what part of the series you're like a fan of, or you prefer like classical Survivor or Lao over the other, etc., etc. None of that matters at Derby, because you're all basically here under one common goal and common passion, and that is just to sort of like enjoy the franchise that you love so much, and just like spend time with the community that you've seen online, and you get to meet people in person and see what people have been like creating with the level sets, and it's just so nice, you know. None of that matters. It all kind of like melts away, and it's all you're left with is just like people unified over a common interest, and we have such fun. We really do. So I'm kind of hoping that more and more people have a chance to be able to check this place out. Oh, interesting story about these two. When I was in the premium photography area with Eric, for some reason, after they had a photo with Eric, they went up and said, like, they were like Eastern European, And they were just like, could we have photo review, please? And I was like, okay, sure. I will get up and have a photograph taken. And then I basically just stood up, did like kind of a pose in my outfit with them either side. And I sort of had to sort of just, I couldn't understand what they were trying to sort of like speak to each other. And, or whether or not they were satisfied with the picture. They were just kind of like squabbling over how they should pose and stuff. They seemed nice enough, but it was just like, what am I doing? Why me? Do they know who I am? If they did, they wouldn't be asking me. Oh, I like whoever that is. That's some really cool. That's a really happy bit of side eye. So nice. Oh, there's Ollie again. Yeah, there they are. The two babushkas, I'll call them. Let's get through a couple of bits. There's a lot of photographs to go through. Oh my god, it's just, you never expect it. You just... Oh, I love this. This is great. Right, keep going, keep going. Lots of catsuits. That was another thing that was quite a common theme amongst the cosplay. Let me just get some water and I'll come back. Sorry, I'm a bit parched. Talk amongst yourselves. Right, sorry, I'm back. What did I miss? Side hag. Oh, yes, 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 fantastic. More catsuits, all the catsuits. Somewhere out in Derby, there's a housing estate that's missing a few bin bags. And there we are. So this are a few photos. I've not seen these photos from my bit. But I only had I tried to keep the whole presentation on a minimal technical level just to kind of keep things easier. I had one video that I had some help. I did actually name drop you, Tyranitar. I hope that's okay during the talk, to saying that you were the one that helped me collect this footage. I basically had footage of Curtis showcasing his new abilities that I just played on a loop whilst I was talking to him about that particular part. Because Tyranitar basically offered and was just like, I help you. I help you because I am better at game than you. I can make Curtis look... I can play Curtis competently. And I'm like, you fucking carry on, love. No, you're more than welcome. I actually shouted out Norsk Chick twice during my talk as well because I referenced the video that she has on her channel where she extracted every single voice line from the game, both used and unused. I sort of urged people to go check it out. What the fuck am I doing there? Where are my eyes? What the hell am I trying to do there? It's like I'm trying to aura farm or something. I don't know what I'm doing. I should have JoJo purple kanji letters all surrounding me like I've got a stand or something. You haven't even seen my true form. I don't even know at what point I was doing that. That's crap. I legit look like a Metal Gear Solid 1 character, you know? Shadow eyes instead of actually having pupils. Colonel. Oh, there we go. I found the sniper. Looking him dead in the eyes. Lots of the same photograph. And there's me just looking lovingly at my... Weirdly enough, there's a shadow. He doesn't have a skin fade haircut. For some reason, there's a shadow on the side of his head that makes it look like he's got some kind of thing shaved into his hair. That's not the case at all. He's not some kind of Borderlands character suddenly. What? Jen Millward showed up as well, and it was really lovely to see her. I don't know how long she actually stayed for. I did see her because she came up to see us when Eric was in the premium photography room. I couldn't forget about my personal assistant here, whose name I've forgotten annoyingly. But Luke got this lovely gentleman with the braces to essentially just, like, be my PowerPoint clicker. I'd signal over to this lovely member of the audience who volunteered to do this, Scott, thank you. Scott basically just, like, went on to the next slide, went on to the video, went on to the previous slide, and then queued up the last video for the day. There's Eric there using some force powers. There's me. How thick my frickin' neck is. I look like a hairy thumb. What's going on? There we go. But no, Eric was really gracious, really nice to talk to. I got a chance to talk to him about his music career, which was quite fun. How he made music with his brother and stuff. Yeah, it was really cool. It was nice and easy going. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys think of the interview when you watch it back. Oh, it's a good photo there. I like the necklace that he had. Him and Jen had the same necklace too. I've evolved, Lindsay, from the hairy Coke can. Gonna go with thumb. More opposable. More purposeful. And this is the one that I missed. This was in the other room, wasn't it, Luke? So this was going on at the same time as something else, and I missed this Q&A with Judith. But I hope that went well. Yeah, Eric was just an absolute gentleman. Not many people know that he is in quite a few modern games just as incidental roles. Like in Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West, he plays a character called, I want to say, it's not Terry Tate, that's the Office linebacker. I've got my notes here, Travis Tate. So for anyone who's played those games, you'll probably be able to tell me who that is, because I have not. I have tried multiple times, hasn't clicked for me yet. But yeah, he's done stuff for The Division, he's done stuff for Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. It's quite interesting, this guy's actual resume. But Judith is just Judith. She's a lovely, lovely person. Oh, there's Owen. Croft Crazy. Love that guy. So, yeah, this is the video that they showed. Luke, you probably know this as well. I want to show off the video that he sent at this point here to everybody on the stream. That's going to be okay, right? He didn't say that he couldn't. JJ Dub, I was in the Judith talk. Nice time that. She was lovely. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad that people got to at least see her talk about her series for the first time, because admittedly I've seen 2 talks of her now. I've at least been to one where she was a guest speaker. But yeah, I also got a comparison one. This is actually, I've got the credits down at the bottom, but they're kind of cut off. This is from Comrade Majewski's ArtStation page, where he had an actual comparison video. I thought that'd be a great image to compare between the old and the new. Bakomir, hello, oi oi. Hey again, I'm back. Yes, Craig is back. What am I thinking in that moment? Probably, cheese. Yeah, and we did the Q&A part. I basically got the microphone handed to me at sort of like a few questions in, because they took the microphone away for whatever reason for Q&A. So I ended up getting the guy who was up in the bleeders who was managing the projector to come down with the microphone. So I ended up kind of like, you know, if you ever watched Bake Off Extra Slice, how Tom Allen goes around with a big like metal spoon that's like a microphone. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Just one thing, I was running around sort of like going, you there, what question do you want to ask? It was really fun though. The whole thing was a good time. See, I'm part of the audience now. I've magically teleported. I'm watching myself. But you need to come. I think anyone who can, like, try and afford to go to Derby, next year should, because it is an absolute laugh. The only other Legend Lara cosplay, and I am so thankful for that existing, because my god, there were so many catsuits and so many like Winstons and other things and Nattlers. I'm glad that there was some variety. Some variety is good. I liked the Legend outfit, actually. It's one of her better outfits. Xeno again. Xeno not in costume, but he's got the polygon face, and I'll hopefully get to that cosplay in a second. There we go, Craig. There's Medpack Mandy. She was dressed as Boaz. Everyone just looks like they're having such a great time. Good old camp old time that was. JJ Dub says, I can't wait to go to TR30. Loved my time this year. Was your first one? Did we meet? I can't remember if we did. Again, like, I saw and spoke to so many people that day that it was all a bit of a blur, but I really do appreciate everyone that did come up to say hi to us. And I all hope that you had a good time. Yeah, this costume was badass. So this was like part of the duo that won. The people that won the cosplay contest were essentially like a Lara and a Winston, but they were all like PS1 Lara and PS1 Winston, complete with like actual props made from the textures in the game. It was incredible stuff. But my god, that must have been a pain in the arse to wear. No Bacon Lara this year. No. Geek Radio already did that, so he already completed it, mate. That's Rachel Croft's partner there. Yeah, so this is part of the slides that were included with the level building community's portion of the talk. Again, really, really hoping that this, like, in some way this can be, like, uploaded or made into some kind of enjoyable, like, consumable content for people to enjoy. Hello, TJ Stephen. Welcome. You missed most of that? Oh, that sucks. There's Ark, Triz. I've got to say it, but Athos just is on another level when it comes to fashion. Like, the dude looks like motherfucking Prince. Just like... This man was just, like, immaculate in any costume that he wore, or, like, general attire. He looked like a walking fashion designer, and I was here for it. He had, like, 3 outfit changes. That's very true, Izzy. It was great. It was great, especially when he changed into his costume for the cosplay contest. There's Gecko Kids there, looking like he's regretting eating that burrito this morning. But it's just crazy. He was good as well. That's the other talk that I missed out. He did a talk about the history, the real-world history behind locations in Tomb Raider Chronicles. And that talk was utterly fascinating. Really, really good. I'm glad that I had a chance to catch that. Oh, you're here! Oh, fantastic. Oh, wait, hang on. I thought you were another Craig. I thought... Hang on. I thought that was you. Because he's called Craig as well. Fuck's sake. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's too hot in this here room. Oh, but welcome. Your talk was incredible. And I was just saying to people, when we were going through earlier and talking about some of the levels and stuff that they'd done, I don't know whether or not I've played one of yours yet, but one of the chat can possibly correct me on that. Oh my lord, I am so sorry. But your talk was genuinely like a really interesting talk, and it was really nice to meet you too. Sorry we didn't get a chance to talk more, which seems to be a quite common thing that I'm saying to a lot of people during this whole thing. There's the sea hag again. Jump scared by the sea hag. Poor Eric never knew what was coming. Oh, there's Geek Raider out of his partially out of his costume. Going through a couple people, but yeah, just everyone just looks so happy. He's just genuinely had that smile on his face for most of the day. It was really nice. Try and see if I can get through. So, if there's one thing I will say, Luke, whilst I've got you here, I personally think you underestimated how popular the cosplay results show / Tomb Raider 20 Tomb Raider 30 announcement talk was gonna be. Because it got moved to the smaller theater because the movie, the first Angelina Jolie movie was being queued up in the bigger one to play. And everyone was like queuing up out of the door to try and get in, and it was at full capacity, and we just sort of had to kind of like peer our heads around and kind of listen to what was going on through other people for like whispers. So I think for next time, if there's only one suggestion, and I'm not telling you how to run things at all, I think maybe just have that as its own thing and bump everything else up by like 15, 20 minutes or something. Oh, hello. Biscuits.
Biscuit.
Thank you. Sarah's here, everybody.
Oh.
Part of her.
Hang on. Hi, everyone.
Sarah's here. You have a good time?
Yeah, I can hear myself in my headphones.
Take your headphones off then. You have to listen to yourself. You're moderating the chat.
I'm not really moderating anything. Everyone's being so well behaved and lovely.
Yeah, they are. They normally are. But you had a good time even though you were not Tomb Raider fan?
Oh yeah, I had no idea what was going on. I was just there.
A ringing endorsement, as always.
Well, the funny thing is, it's like the talk I enjoyed the most was the archaeology talk, and I felt like I was back at school in like history lessons. Like, yes, I love this. This is good.
Yeah.
This is good. I love the fact that the Torelli editors got a shout, because their work is awesome. Oh no! Don't move the camera.
Because otherwise you just talk to your stomach.
No, I didn't want to be Steve's assistant. Absolutely not. I was not going to stand on the stage and press the button and get it wrong. I probably would have chat myself. So
I wouldn't want to put that responsibility on her anyway.
So Luke asked me, and I believe I told him to fuck off. I didn't beat around the bush. I think I just went fuck off. No.
Which is also, honestly, totally fair.
She did. He confirmed. But yeah, I'm there as your hype person. In general, I'm just going to stand around and look like a bit of a loser. Because if it was like a Pokemon convention or a Nightmare Before Christmas convention, I would have been there. I would have been nerding out with everyone else. But I've only played Tomb Raider Legend and the first Tomb Raider.
You played a bit of 2.
2 was garbage. I didn't
Yeah,
like it.
you didn't get on with 2,
So
which
I've
I understand.
I've played 2 and a quarter, maybe, Tomb Raider game.
Yeah, 2 1/4 is good. It's better than none, so you had some context for some of the stuff that was going on.
Tomb Raider 3 next, I guess.
Yeah, we're going to give that a go.
I'll give that a go.
We'll see what happens. But this is Tomb Raider 3, so you have no idea.
See, Mikasa, if you come to Tomb Raider 30, you can have my headphones. I'll give them to you as a present.
Why? Because you want an excuse to essentially just like buy the new ones.
No. Mikasa said, Sarah, I'm stealing your headphones. So, if they come over, they can have my headphones.
Fair enough. It's only because you want an excuse to buy the Gengar ones.
Yeah, I want the Gengar ones.
So
Not
there we
gonna
go.
lie.
There we go.
But these match my computer. Because
Yes,
my
they do.
computer is all pink and lovely and girly.
Is the Lao remaster coming next Valentine's Day? I'm not the person to ask that. I've no clue.
Oh, I can play those.
You can play those.
Because I've played Anniversary.
Yes.
Up until Egypt. Because I was trying to go for 100% completion. And I couldn't get one of the artifacts. So I gave up.
The relics and stuff,
I
yeah.
stopped.
Yeah, fair.
But up to that point, I had 100% in everything. I was very proud of myself. This is a hobnob.
What?
So, Down B Danny, what biscuit is that? It's a
Hobnob.
hobnob.
Hobnob, innit? And all the Americans are just like, what's a hobnob?
I'm not just randomly going, oh, it's a hobnob. I know I'm a little bit like a magpie, and it's like, ooh, shiny things. And
Oh,
my
Lindsay
brain-
missed the archaeology talk, but word on the street is it was very visually pleasing in many ways. Yes, it was. It was. And it's going to be just, it's sad that like not all the talks were videoed. Apparently Ash only videoed 2. Mine and 2 of Jonathan's.
Probably because you were the only 2 that asked him.
No.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. You would think that he would have just done that. but it's fine.
There you
We're
go.
going to rescue the level editor one
There
because
you go.
apparently the audio from that's been
Next
recorded.
year, who recorded? Oh,
No, I'm not a
You-
videographer.
you be camera bitch.
No, I won't be camera bitch because you will just get like not good footage.
I'll do it.
All right, there we go.
No, I won't do it. I won't do it.
No.
I wouldn't even press like the next button on a laptop for you, so no one else.
This is
has
very
got hope
true.
in hell.
This is very true. Right, let's go
Holy
through.
crap! It's on Terranet's birthday.
It is, so we can make it a whole thing, the whole birthday party. Oh yeah, Torelli Twisters. So this was essentially the quiz
Oh, this
that
was
they
fun.
did. Eventually, when they got round to it, it was heavily held up by the fact the laptop had crapped out. But that's by the by. But that was quite cool. They all had buzzers near to buzz in when they found the answers and stuff.
That was
it was
quite
quite
fun.
cute. It was quite cute. So this was the cosplay contest. Gabriella and Geek Raider were the people that were hosting. And what I found quite funny is the fact that they were basically getting people to queue up. Gabrielle had the sheet of paper with people's names out, and I think it just like the format just kind of ended up falling apart and going like, we'll just get people to come up when your name's called. So when Gabrielle was like trying to pronounce people's names, I think at one point it was just like, Jane, whatever your name is, they're going as Winston.
It was when she couldn't say someone's name and then she just announced, oh, so-and-so dressed as Lara Croft. And I'm thinking to myself, 2/3 of them are fucking Lara Croft.
Exactly. It was great, though. A whole thing was... I love the shoes that he was wearing.
Shoes.
They looked like they were having a great time, as apart from being drenched in sweat at this point. So let's go through the cosplay. So we have Lee, which is 13th Elysium,
Yes.
as Marco Bartley Goon. We had the Sea
My
Hag,
favourite.
and we had this gentleman here. Someone said that in the chat, who his name was. He was Curtis. These were the judges. These were the people that weren't allowed to participate in the contest, but they could judge.
So if you didn't like the results, they're the people
Yeah, no, he
you
seems
need to
very-
slap next year.
He seems very unhappy about that in that shot. And that was the queue of people.
The queue of Laras.
The queue of Laras, Natlers, and Curtises.
Plural courtesies.
So, I don't know, again, shout your names out in the chat if you know who these people are. We're going to go
I'm
through
going
them
back
a
to
bit
my desk.
quicker.
I will be
Bye,
back in
Sarah.
the chat.
Bye! There we go. Readjusting the camera. There was a classic Lara there. With a, fucking, cinnamon roll backpack. Because of course. This one here made me chuckle. They pulled out a med kit, just literally slapped it on themselves, made them heal better. And we got Seth as Larson. It just looks funny with that hat. Earl's apparently doing Bouchard next year. Fair enough. Love it. Very Old Town Road. Got another Curtis Trent dude there. And he did the hop that he does if you draw his weapon, which I thought was quite fun. Oh, there we go. We got it in motion. Oh, if there's ever an opportunity for an animated GIF, I think this is it. That's cool. It's like he's holding a pizza box. No, I didn't show the Safe Style UK thing. I didn't do that. That'd just be too out of left pocket. I was worrying about enough as it is, so to add a random in-joke to the mix would have just, I think, sent me over the edge. There's the other Craig, not Craig Michaels, who's in the chat. Hopefully still. Haven't scared him away. And there's another lovely gentleman in a PVC catsuit. He's still here. Fantastic. We haven't scared him away. And this is Athos's one with his, I think his partner? I didn't catch the name. Said hi to him, though. But they were Pierre and Larson, and Larson finally gets his milkshake. How cute. All the shippers rejoice. Now this guy is none other than motherfucking Marco Bartoli. Sorry, Marco Bartoli. And actually, when he was on stage, I did the whole "to the sins and fortunes of Marco Bartoli," and he was like, "Your belief so fragile." And I love that. I love the fact that someone actually bothered to show up as another bad guy that wasn't Natla. It was really cool. I like the little shawl that he had, like on over the top. Shawl? I don't know what you call that. Like an oversized tie that he was wearing with the Fiaminera logo on it. But he was wicked fun. He was wicked fun. It was good to meet him. He was really, really soaking it up. Soaking up all the glory. And that's his missus. Just a kind of like context, she is blind. So the fact that she was actually walking unassisted and unaided at this point was quite impressive. She was Natla. And then and then we cut to outside the job centre where we have this gentleman here. Oh, camouflage Lara, that guy was great, but fucking hell, he must have been sweating absolute buckets in that. Just look at him. I just love the fact that people are so kind of like, not necessarily brave, but just like, they're so kind of like caution to the wind and out of the box with their thinking with the costumes. What is that face, Owen? Oh, I love that. A Natla, as you could probably tell. A Natla with indigestion, by the looks of things. Absolutely. The rip in the tights also does it for me too, because that's totally the dishevelled kind of state that she would have been at that point in the game. Brilliant stuff. Oh, another catsuit. Who could it be? It's the Babushka twins. You're facing the wrong way, love. There we go. And this person here, who I will need to just double check their name. 2 seconds, chat. On Instagram, she's called Saint Michelle Games. And she was cosplaying as another catsuit, Lara, but it was a catsuit that didn't have the PVC kind of texture to it. It was like a fabric catsuit. So it had a different look to it. And she did the whole tightrope walk thing, although I was kind of disappointed. No, Windows, don't update! I was kind of disappointed that she didn't do the whole kind of like, losing her balance wobble that she does. But it was cool. I like the belt, I like the gun. Great stuff. Oh, overexposed? Jesus Christ. What happened there? Oh, the legend won? It was Michelle's first year. It was, I think it was a lot of people's first year as well. Which is really cool. A lot of firsts. I like the USPs that she has there too. Really cool costume. This person here, I don't know their name, and I'm very sorry, but this is the costume that won second place. But look at this. This is cool. This is like papier-mâché with the arms and like the bones and the back and the wings and stuff. Really, really cool. Unfortunately, by the time that people were basically taking photos later, the costume did kind of fall apart a bit, under her own admission. But, yeah, this was wicked. I'm good that it won something, because I think it was quite creative. But again, can anyone in this chat tell me who this is? Emily. Emily who? I think I've seen her show up before. I think she showed up in a previous year as an Amanda, I think. Or a Natla. One of the two. But that was good stuff. And this is the gent that was traveling with Michelle. I want to say it's her partner, friend. I'm not too sure what the relationship is there. Oh my god, it's the tiny Frenchman. Hello, Hetty. How are you doing? We're just going through the Derby photos and talking about stuff. How are you? You all right? Yeah, that's definitely a better exposed photograph. That one looks a bit too dark. The tiny Frenchman. She is TCMBRQID. What the fuck? TCMBRQIDER on Instagram. How do you even pronounce that? Especially if you have dyslexia. How? Mr. Lima's, he's her friend who's a streamer. Ah, okay. Very good effort. This one I really enjoyed. It's the fact that it's Amanda and it's something different. Although at one point it was a bit touch and go as to how far down she was going to pull those tights, because Jesus Christ, she kept going and we were all like, is she going to stop? Are we going to get flashed? I wonder if the photographer has a photo of that, to be fair. Nope. I wonder why. But she had the necklace, she had the sort of like tattoos and stuff. She had the coat, the winter coat. It was cool. It was something different. This gentleman here is Tomb Raider 2, Lara Croft. That's Katie. Okay, cool. She did look really good. I'm going to have to be sent like a whole bunch of people's handles so I can follow them on Instagram. Just so I can learn people's identities better. You missed Derby so much already? I'm good, but how are you? Yeah, I'm not too bad. The blues do certainly hit you something, don't they? Especially when you have to go back to work, back to normal life with a thud. This guy was cool. Like the energy. Like the jacket. Very Resident Evil 4, the jacket. So it can be multi-purpose. I can pull that look off. What? That? That look? Sure. Okay. Posing, posing, posing. Hey, it's Lindsay. There's Lindsay. Scottish Natla. Dundee. She'll slice you for a can of iron brew. This is Business Natla, of course. Of course, she did the whole too late for abortions now, which was, of course, what you say when you're cosplaying as Natla. She looks... you can definitely tell she's Scottish. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. But full of life. Full of life. Now this guy, Dragon Ollie, you may have seen pop up in the chat quite a few times. His cosplays normally range from wearing a box of Toblerone chocolates underneath his shirt, and that's basically it. And maybe wearing a wig and some glasses. This year, he decided to go as a very niche joke, but it was a joke that I understood and got. Someone in the chat is actually called Tom Braider, which has come about where basically if you read Tomb Raider 2 quick, it kind of looks like the words Tom Braider, they kind of like merge together. So he decided to make that into a character and turn this guy, Tom Braider, into Lara's own personal hairdresser, and he basically just pretends to take a call on stage. He's got holsters with 2 pink wireless hairdryers, which was awesome. And he's got like this weird... Because when I saw him walk past, like legitimately, I had no idea what this guy was and who he was cosplaying at. So when I saw him walk past, I knew who he was. I wasn't sure what guy he was cosplaying as. When he walked past with this like Tintin-esque quiff and this blue shirt and the khaki pants, and I was like, that's cool. He's going as just like his own thing, like some kind of Uncharted adventurer character or something. I had no idea that this was going to be a thing, but I love it. I absolutely love it. But I do have to show you something, and it was actually from one of failed comedians' pictures. This guy's kind of become a bit of a meme, especially in like our group chats. You may have also noticed in my Twitch chat there is a new emote, and if someone in the chat will be so kind as to use that emote, I will provide the proper context momentarily. But basically, I now have a go-to reaction picture, and it is amazing. And it's so much so that our private chat that we have on Discord has now been... just now has that image as the actual thumbnail. I'm trying to find the original. I've got a lot of stuff I'm having to scroll up through. Where is it? There it is. Let me just get that. And then I will save this image, and then I'll open it. Just give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I'll save it to the desktop for ease. Let me just minimize everything. So, there was a group photo taken of everyone on stage, which we'll no doubt see later. And then Failed Comedian decided to zoom in on a few people's faces just to see what people were doing. This is what Dragon Ollie's face was making. And I have no idea why he was so... what he's so pissed off at? Why he's so pissed off at this particular thing. But it's just incredible. And it's now an emote in the chat. But it's also become like a template for like a whole bunch of memes and stuff that we've been sending each other. I'll see if I can find one quick, because genuinely, it has genuinely just like been really funny. Where is it? Where are you? But it's just really funny just finding moments like that and just being like, yep, that's another meme. That is another meme. Where? Go on. Sorry, there's a lot of shit I'm having to sift through. Yeah, here we go. Here's another one. This is one that I created. You know how they have that, like, that whole heavy metal stops playing thing for the Doom guy? Or they have that whatever genre of music stops. And it's just perfect. This is like, he sees something like truly like horrifying and offensive off camera that way, and he just, like, the hairdressing that he's currently doing just stops happening. I'll minimize that now, we'll get to the actual pictures, but there are other moments as well there. Feel free to send more. I can't wait to see what people come up with. It's honestly just great. Oh, who's this person? Who are you? A Chiru guy without the blades. Bless. You do what you can with what you have. Far better than what I had. And this, my dear peeps, is what won first place. And this was the... you're going to have to give me the names of these people. But this was the PlayStation 1 Lara and PlayStation 1 Winston couple. This was fantastic. Just the attention to detail, the fact that pistols are like actual printouts from the game, using the sprite textures from that game. The fact the chest is triangular, the fact the face is polygonal, the fact the arms are kind of like got that same skin like sleeving color as well. The backpack's the same size. The buckles, like the right amount of like chunky. The pocket, like the holsters, almost call them pockets. Well, I guess they are. The holsters for the guns are square as well. Hopefully get a good shot of the braid, because the braid is just something else. It's the fact that she actually fashioned this thing with hooks that you can use to have it make it sort of like, so it's like moves around and it's articulated. But you can also take that off, and if she wanted to, she could make it look like the bun that she has in Tomb Raider 1. It's honestly really good fun. Yeah, there we go. You can kind of see it there. But the fact that that all freely moves and it's all the exact same sizes, the exact same dimensions of what it would be on the actual game is nothing short of incredible stuff. Really, really creative. And then, because of course we had to have a Winston, didn't we? We of course had to have a Winston, and we couldn't have a Lara without her faithful tea gatherer to show up. But yeah, it was Winston. Oh, hang on. No, go back. There must be more, surely. But his tea tray, again, made from the same textures. He even did the thing where the teapot and the cup were like that, like they are in the actual game. So one side you see one like PNG, and the other side you see the other PNG for like a faux 3D effect, the same way they did it in the original game. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Fantastic stuff. We get to actually see him. But so good. So well done. Really funny. Jumped ahead a bit. Very creative stuff. 10 out of 10. The braid was polygon accurate. Polygon accurate, darling. And then we actually had some doppelganger representation. Holy crap. This one was cool. This one was cool. Again, don't know the name, feel free to shout them out in the chat. But the fact that, like, someone remembered that Doppelganger was a character that existed, and they decided, I'm going to do a Lara, but the evil Lara, you know, the cooler Lara, the edgier Lara, instead. And she actually wore contacts in her eyes. I don't know why you can see that. But she had, like, yellow eye, like, irised eye contacts in. Yeah, that's why we call her Doppelho. Yeah, exactly. But that was brilliant stuff. She did a flip as well, didn't she? Did she do a cartwheel? I'm pretty sure she did some kind of acrobatics, didn't she? On stage. Abbysaurus, friend of mine, streams a lot of Tomb Raider stuff. Was cool to see some Underworld love. I need to add people on Twitch more. So if people just want to send me... please feel free to send me a message, like an Instagram or something with people's, like, tags. Or go to my post about the event and just tag people in the comment section, please, just so I can follow some people. Scotty Loden's like, I know this person! I know this face! I've seen it before! Oh yeah, there we go. That confirms everything I've just said. Very impressive stuff. I like how she's just being judged by an army of, like, Natlas and... Natlas and their two gay best friends. It's great. Ah, yes. Dr. John Oakland, if you are in the chat, please stand up. Because he decided to go as Jean-Yves this year. A French man, or from Belgium, a Belgian man, carrying an Italian bottle of wine. But the fact that he actually managed to find, like, the same, like, type of bottle with the I want to say not fabric, but it's kind of like almost like a bamboo-y type basket wrapped around it. That was really cool. Yeah, out-Frenching Pierre with an Italian bottle of wine, I have to hasten to add, which was quite funny. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. But do you remember that conversation you may have been present for when we were talking about Brian Butterfield, right? In the last stream to do with Tabatu. I just it's like, have we been... I can't no. That's what it is. He kind of looks like, you know, the whole succulent Chinese meal guy. It's like an alternate, like, reality version of the succulent Chinese meal guy. It is like, gentlemen, this is democracy manifest. This is a legendary artifact. He's the real Tomb Raider. Are you arresting me for eating a meal? A succulent Egyptian meal? No. Are you arresting me for going on an adventure? A succulent Egyptian adventure? A totally safe, not dangerous at all Egyptian adventure? Get your hands off my penis! What is the charge? Eating a meal with this fucking bottle of wine. He's just been kicked out of whatever cafe or patissiere that he's like, or restaurant that he's been dining al fresco, and they just kicked him out. He's like taken the bottle of wine with him. It's like, I see you know your judo well. Oh my god. Fuck, sorry. There he goes. Fantastic stuff, John. Fantastic stuff. What is the charge? Releasing a god? A succulent Egyptian god? a destructive and terrible Egyptian god? Oh, the face. That has to be on like a billboard or something somewhere. Like a. Has anyone ever seen that Orson Welles video where he's absolutely trolleyed on wine, but it's an advert for a French wine, and he's sat at a table, and they keep trying to do takes over and over again because he keeps messing up and going, like, aha, the French, this bottle of wine. That's what this guy like this reminds me of. He's just sort of sat in the dining chair, just like, with this bottle of wine just being just like, aha, the French. Yeah, sweet berry wine. Oh, fantastic. And this is the lady that won third place with her Lara costume, and it was really good. And again, don't know the name, and I'm very, very sorry, but what I found very cute was the fact that, like, when they were calling people, Luke was calling people in to announce who the winners were, because everyone was outside and couldn't hear properly. She was out in the corridor with everyone, and they called her in, and she thought that genuinely they were calling her in to showcase the costumes again. No, they were calling her in because she'd won a trophy, and then she got really emotional about it, and I love that for her, because the fact that she was able to kind of like have that moment and obviously win that prize. Because it is a really good Lara. Like, you see a lot of Laras that come through, but I thought this, like, the detailing on the costume, the pistols, the backpack, and everything were really cool. Nicolette, thank you. Hey? No, she was third. No, she had the Sapphire Trophy, which is third. The Natla was second. Am I having a stroke? I thought second place was silver. What happened? Why is it Sapphire was second, silver was third? What? Okay, that's just me completely pulling something out of my arse. There we go. I am thankful for everyone for being so great, so eager to correct me. Thank you. She got second place. Thank you. Not third place. Second place. Want to reiterate that. I don't know why my brain goes sapphire, silver, and gold. Do you know what it is? I think it's because they were the colour of the Dragon Secrets in Tomb Raider 2. I think it's Crash. Yeah, I think it was Crash Bandicoot that's conditioned me to treat Sapphire as like the worst and Silver as the second. I'm so sorry. Good for her. So the other person that was Natla won third place. I'm glad that is corrected. Sorry. Sapphire, Gold, and Platinum were relics in the Cash Banuka. And for my next trick, I'm going to produce these pistols. Lots of photos of this one from the photographer. And there's the group photo. One of the group photos. I mean, if we're being pedantic as Jade. Yeah. It's a rock, innit? There we go. There's the birth of the meme. Like, what is he looking at? He's almost like... he's almost looking at those two over there, and he's just really, unlike, realistically angry about it. Owen lost third by 1 point. No. Oh no. Oh, that was a raid. Hello, Croft Rider. Hello, Gabrielle. You're right. And thank you for the 100 bits earlier, Tyrannosaur. I don't know why my alerts aren't showing. I have no idea why. So sorry. That's weird why they've not been playing. But thank you. Sorry, maybe I've just been too caught up in talking about everything to appreciate it. But thank you for the follow and for the sub there, Craig Michaels. Thank you for the Prime sub there, Hetty. I hereby give you my Prime sub for this month. Oh, do you know what it is? I've been talking so long, my headphones have basically gone into power save mode. Good lord. Lindsay Bell, thank you very much there for the sub as well. 52 months now on the trot, thank you so much. Forgot you were on tonight too, forgot it was a Thursday. Been a funny old week. Hey, hasn't it just? Thank you. But yeah, Croft Rider, how's it going? What were you talking about? Was that the blue bodysuit? Yes, it was. It was. You've missed us going through some of these photos. We're on the photographer's website going through their photos. Steve just did my recap of Derby 2. Did you? Nice. We're still kind of going. But I figured I think it was Apollo found this web link in the chat and sent it over. I think it was Apollo. We're just going through some of the photos now and talking about it. Well, I said all I had to say. Fair enough. It's all good. Yeah, I like that doppelganger costume. I think it's pretty cool. I like the eyes, like the attention to detail there. Just everyone just looks so happy to be there. Like, genuinely, it was an absolute blast. And I'm very much looking forward to what's going to happen next year with TR30. Especially with the fact that Luke's planning to buy the statue that was outside the Tomb Raider live experience. So, more on that story as it develops. That will be interesting. But everyone's just like taking selfies with each other, getting stuff signed by like Natalie, Eric, and Judith and whatnot. TR30 will be huge. You love a statue, you do. I did see your stint on BBC Radio. I forgot the regional name. I think it was like BBC Derby Radio. And you were in the booth with the presenter, and you had one of the actual collectible statues in there. It must be an absolute pig to haul that around without damaging it. I'd be just paranoid about breaking the damn thing. But yeah, that's what, if you can see, that little picture there is like originally what she looked like, what she was dressed up like. She didn't even wear the right colors. Like, her tank top was actually white. It just had the Tomb Raider logo on it. I think everyone's holding out for Angelina Jolie. I mean, that would be ultra amazing if you could do that, but so expensive. Let's see if we can get Keeley Hawes next time, hey? That'd be a nice one. Yeah, this is Craig's one. Going through. I'm so grateful there are actually some kind of visual evidence that these things happened, so I could talk about them. Yeah, but this was absolutely fascinating. Like the fact that he was talking about stuff like this and equating it to the Philosopher's Stone in Chronicles and the Spear of Destiny. I did also like the fact that you said and admitted that there's no explanation for why there are floating heads with laser eyes in Rome, but I appreciate that. Well-spoken, well-groomed man. Look at him. Yes, look at this lovely gentleman. Look at how he is. Look at the power stance that he has adopted in front of the podium. It's in order to make sure he doesn't fall over. And he always looks surprised. Like, oh, God, how did you get here? There I am. Oh, shit, hang on. Which one were you, Frank? Sorry. Was that you there? With the airwalk bag? Or were you... Sorry, this gentleman here. Oh, with the airwalk bag. It's nice to put a face to a name. It's always good to put a face to a name. I'm glad you had a good time. So many people. Luke there, like, practicing for his stand-up comedy routine. So this geezer, right, he walks into a bar. He says to me, where's the lamb sauce? And I say to him, fuck off, Gordon. You're not allowed here. Needless to say, the routine needs some work. There we go. So I didn't actually get to see this because I was out in the corridor, trying my best not to make too much noise. But the statues were really cool. The prize statues were really fucking cool. So a real kind of decent thing to win for the contest. Hosts were shite. What, you mean the hosts that knew everybody's names absolutely correctly? Oh yeah, no, they were great. No, you guys did a great job. Honestly, I'm so pleased that you had the opportunity to be able to do this. I'm only teasing, Croft Rider. I'm only teasing. Oh, cute. What a brilliant costume. Shrek. Out of context, that looks a bit strange, doesn't it? So yeah, Silver is 3rd place. I'm learning something today. It's a fake fan. 2nd place. Moment of realization. There's Sarah. Can see her in the background there, with murderous intent in her eyes. Another photograph. Yeah, she looks overcome with everything. Like, good on her. 2nd place. It's a good one to win. I mean, 3rd place is also a good one to win. And then, 1st place, had to put on the whole costume again. Goes to these two. What lovely people. What creative people. I can only hope to be as creative as half the people that we see in making these costumes. The girl in the blue is so tall. I'll tell him you said that. It's the platform boots as well. They make him look tall AF. What is that face, geek? If they're watching, what is that face? That is a stank face if I ever saw it. That's a face of someone who is absolutely fed up of having to wear this costume and just wants to be out of it, which I completely understand. That's a bit better. The face of someone who's just left the gas on. Nice. Yeah, no, it was really, really cool. And I'm really hoping that people have, like, who were able to attend Derby really did have a good time and made some new friends and met some existing ones. And more importantly, I hope everyone here has an opportunity at some point to at least go once. Because I think it is definitely worth going at least once if you can afford to, or can, you know, muster up the cost of, like, maybe travel from abroad to come and visit. Or maybe if you're local and you live a bit further afield, just any way that you can, make it happen. Because it's worth it. And I really do think that. And I think that, like, everyone I've spoken to about Derby who was, like, ever a part of it, if they were part of the show, if they weren't, if they were just an audience member of a cosplayer, it's just so much joy about it, which is, it's nice because it can be really easy in a lot of ways to get wrapped up in this constant sphere of online negativity. In a lot of ways, it can be quite overwhelming, and people might even think that that's all that there is. But what people seem to like, what this type of event makes people realize is that there are, like, other people that are like-minded out there, and it's just only really the vocal minority that do kind of, like, kick up a fuss, maybe, or are kind of, like, super negative about the series or other, like, favourite characters here, there, and everywhere. But when they come to Derby and they see people in person, it's all like that just melts away, and all you're left with is people that share a common interest and a common, like, passion for this series. And they can, like, make new friends, they can get chatting, they're all really friendly to each other, they're all really kind of, like, keen to approach each other and talk about things. They hang out, they go out clubbing or something, or they go have a meal later in the day, or some drinks later on. They share their passion projects, they share what they're coming up with. They're all just very excited and very happy. And I think definitely, if Crystal are talking about a unification of the series, I think that Derby is very much a unification of the franchise, of the community, for sure. This is like the community's kind of like get together. This is kind of like the central focal point. I think this is the end game in a lot of ways, and it's just a convention on the sort of surface. But kind of like for a lot of people, it's a lot more. And I like the fact that there is something like this to give people that kind of outlet for this particular thing that they're so interested in. And Sarah's just like, give me a sit bucket. Of course. Of course, of course. But you know what I mean. Get my schmaltzy sentimental stuff out the way. You just want to see me joke about Sabatu and his massive boulders. Yeah. Online chatter is not real life. Derby is. 100%. Trent has got it. Daryl Baxter's new book will probably be out by next year too. Nice. Hopefully my next video will be out before next year. Fucking hell. I hope so. I'm working as hard as I can on it. I'd like that to be a I'd like that to be a thing. Developers of Studio who created Shadow of the Tomb Raider don't give any information about new game. No, the thing that Crystal gave us was that sneak peek about the anime. Hey Zen. Derby is a one time of year I get relatively comfortable starting a conversation with people, speaking as someone with severe social anxiety. Oh, that's cool. I like that it can bring people out of their shell like that. Oh, Mad Rat, hello. I've not seen your name pop up in a while, I don't think. Derby is an absolute experience. You will not experience it anywhere else. There are other weirdos out there, mercifully. Like us, we're all weird in our own ways. Hello there, Daryl. You might be releasing the book next year. Happy days. It's a nice time to be with like-minded people. It is. I didn't get to try the cocktail they made. I was disappointed. They made an Eye of Isis Tomb Raider themed cocktail at the bar at the Derby Quad, and I never got a chance to try it. I am disappointed. What is Geek Raider looking? He full on looks like he's looking down your top, Croft Rider. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I remember after cosplay contest was done, I was hanging out in the room after everyone filed out. I got to chat with Dr. John. We just chatted about stuff. It was nice to hang out and chat. You're awesome, Dr. John. Oh, that's cute. I like that. People making friends. The cocktail was so good, and he did research for it. That's cool. I might see if I could snag the recipe and try and recreate it somewhere. But you know what I mean? Like, schmaltzy stuff aside, it's just a great place for Tomb Raider fans. There we go. If you want the long and short of it, get your ass down to Derby. Make the pilgrimage. Who's that gentleman there? Oh, it's event staff. Who is that? I don't know who that person is. Oh, the trophy maker. Okay, cool. Nice. Lindsay, what are you laughing at? What has someone said off camera that's gotten you cracking up? Hey Steve, yeah, life has been a mess and wasn't on streams for quite a while. I missed Derby this year, but hope to get there for TR30. I miss so many people from the community. We miss you too, man. I hope you're taking care of yourself, and I really hope to see you on the streams more if you can make it. But this is just cool. It's just bringing back all kinds of flashes now. Back to memories and stuff. Oh god, it's the Sea Hag again. Jump scared by the Sea Hag. Winston face reveal. Yeah, kinda. You can see him. There he is! He's beheaded himself and has it on his own tea tray. First place is called Another Planet TV on here. Lovely person. Cool. Like I was saying earlier, Daryl, if people have got... I love this picture. If people have got their handles, please reply to my post on Instagram that I made of the event with your handles so I can follow you. Just say hi. say it was like how much you enjoyed this, like the event, just so I can just like build up more of a kind of like idea of who to follow, so I can keep up with what people are doing. And then there's fucking Jean-Yves, Dr. John in the background there, looking like some kind of freaking Bond villain. I did not say love handle, Sarah. You are putting words into my mouth, lady. It's just like... It looks like, you know, the clown from the Terrifier? It looks like Art the Clown's wife. You know? You know, Bride of Chucky. Art needs a partner, and that, I think we found her. Quick change. And then we're back at the beginning. Right, I think that's going to be it. Just simply because we've been rambling on about Tomb Raider Derby for so long, we've not even given ourselves a chance to play Sabatu. But we will on the next stream. Let's take it back to the chat. We will on the next stream. We just, like, got too enthused about talking about Derby, and we overran by a little bit. So that's why we were just going to cut our losses, end the stream there. Oops, sorry. Re-angle my camera. And just say a massive thank you to everybody who was a part of the event. Thank you so much to Luke for organising it. You did a fantastic job, though I do think you need an assistant, like a more permanent assistant to run around and help you out, because my god, it seemed like you were a ghost at times. Not intentionally, but you were just like here, there, everywhere. So busy. So busy. But anyone who was a cosplayer, anyone who like was part of the event, all the people that we met, like, just face to face, so glad to see you, and I really, really do hope to see some of you, if not all, hopefully, at next year's Derby event as well. It will be fantastic, I'm sure. Yeah, no, thank you, especially to Luke, because he puts on such a good show for everyone. He does try his best, genuinely, and I'm really happy for the venue and for Derby and for him that this is such a hit. And I hope it keeps going. I really do. Apollo says, such a surreal experience in the best way. Definitely making it next year. Fantastic. While we never got to see Sabatu Gold, it was still a fun stream. Thank you. I like the fact that people like to actually listen to me warble on. It makes me... I don't have to play something all the time. Maybe I'll just do a stream where I just hang out with people. Who knows? Listen, chat, we're going next year. No arguments, says Tyranitar. Including you, Tyranitar. I'd love to see you again next year. If you can, obviously. You've got to come from quite far afield. And can we do it all again now? Sadly not. Ah, a warble with 2 R's. I like that. I do appreciate a good pun. But yeah, bring her home. Indeed. We will get that statue back to Graceland, so to speak. So we will love you and leave you. Anyone who has been watching retroactively with the VOD, I really hope you've enjoyed your time tonight, and I hope this has sort of given you an idea as to what Derby is like, what it entails, the kind of general enthusiasm that it instills in people who have an interest in this series. And I hope you attend, because it's worth attending, 100%. So we're going to love you and leave you. Stay safe, raid on, you lovely people, and we'll catch you on the next Tomb Raider stream on Thursday and on Tuesday for more Silent Hill F. Have a great weekend. Take care now. Bye-bye then.